one of the things that we're very keen to do was to really represent our clients better in the market. So therefore we had to understand what their concerns and what their fears were, and also what their sort of where their hopes, and opportunities lay. So we conducted a survey of small to medium enterprise, and we were very wary about surveys initially. I think the general public's got survey fatigue. Every other day you hear about a survey. So ours had to be different. So we didn't want it to be a shallow dive into the sort of the market. Therefore, we chose 5 particular areas that we wanted to look at. We wanted to know about business confidence. How did they feel, particularly after the general election, particularly after sort of the demise of the Labour government? Where was the country going? We wanted to know about technology. I've spoken about Zero before. I've spoken about how, our New Zealand firm's starting on this clean sheet of paper and having this sort of real accounting process. So how do people feel about technology? How do they want to adapt to it? We wanted to know about foreign investment. We ourselves have found out that there's huge misconceptions about the amount of foreign investment going on in Australia. And this sometimes influences decision making by SMEs. We also wanted to know about this thing called the dining boom. The mining boom apparently is over. The dining boom is the next thing. How can Australia adapt to the dining boom and sort of open up into the Asian market? And also, last of all, we want to know a little bit about industrial relations. So we looked at those 5 areas. Now, when you look at that doesn't represent all the issues that small to medium enterprises face, but it represents a considerable amount. We then said, okay, well, who do we want to talk to? Well, obviously, we want to talk to the areas that our clients are in. But we particularly chose agribusiness, professional services, education, because why? Because they're our main areas. So we made our survey narrow. It's only about 33% of our client base. And we chose certain areas that we thought were relevant. Therefore, it wasn't a shallow dive. It was incredibly successful. We were expecting about 1,000 replies. And it was done online, and actually people were paid to do it. We actually got back 2,377. So that shows that we actually, we hit the nail on the head in the groups that we were looking at and also the areas that we were looking at to be surveyed. And we got back some very, very interesting information. Business confidence is on the up, and it has risen since the general election. However, certain states aren't as confident as others. The dining boom, it's a very real factor. We have a real issue with, are we ready to actually look after the opportunities or take advantage of the opportunities that are going to be presenting themselves with this huge market which is opening up overseas. Foreign investment, a huge amount of misconceptions. Most people, when they asked what was the percentage of Australian GDP that came from foreign investment, quoted double figures, right up to 40%. It's actually 3.7%. Technology, which parts of the community or the business community had its head in the clouds? A lot of people knew what cloud was, but actually couldn't describe it. And what was particularly of concern was the amount of people who said they might take it up next year. It was actually quite a low figure. So all the point was is we got these things that could help us understand what's going through our clients' minds, their hopes and fears. Not so much we can look at it and go, well, you need to get more technologically advanced, but more to the point of let us help you get more technically advanced. Let us help you prepare for the dining boom. So that was very good. Industrial relations. Is Australia working? What's holding Australia back? Some very good insights into that. So we're very proud of the voice. It's going to continue throughout the years. We're probably going to do it twice a year. And what's happening now, we've got to the stage now where people are starting to ring us up saying, tell us about what the voice said about here. Particular interest we've had from universities. They want to help us design the next lot of questions. It's now across Australia and New Zealand, and it's getting our name out there. It's showing that Bentleys is planning to expand, but it's planning to expand by understanding what its clients are worried about, where they think their opportunities are, and the survey really will help us serve the clients better.